Dana Jeter, Dana. Oh, Dana. I gotta say, Dana, it's been years, and I know you always trying to get the best of me. But like it or not, Dana, I always one up. I always one up on you. That's all I can do. It ain't about you. It's about other shit too as well. I can one up on anybody. And in the end, I still got the grand one up with something on top of what I did. Yeah. You lose everything in a blink of an eye to bullshit, right? To so much bullshit and fuckery. All you just need to do is bring up something that's even more deadlier to to bring the icing on the cake and everything falls. Janice Lewis and her homies and shit. That was Janice Lewis. She got cremated or some shit like that, right? Everybody got cremated and this, that, and the third or whatnot. Just by bringing up a whole new problem on top of what you did just to make it icing on the cake. Way bigger than I am. Way bigger. Dana, I always one up on you. Dana, I always one up on you. You're always trying to clown me, Dana. You always trying to clown me like I'm a goofy, Dana. Why? Why you always trying to clown me, Dana? Saying shit like, oh, pornography and all that shit. And this, that, and the third. You watch it, pouring in a library, calling, name calling and shit, trying to ridicule me and shit like that. Now look at you, Dana. I one up on you always. I always one up on you. You can't never one up on me, Dana. I'm a step ahead, Dana. I'm not the lame that you thought I was, Dana. Yeah, Dana, you can't even fry me without having to say the same thing over. Oh, your big nose ass, your big nose ass. You better get your ratatouille nose ass, your meatball nose ass. But you always say ratatouille. That's all you say is ratatouille. You can't say nothing else. You can't say nothing else but ratatouille. Your favorite line, his ratatouille nose ass. His ratatouille nose ass. I like you, Dana, but I can fry you too. Dana Jeter, boy, Dana, you better get your Alaska eggnog coming out the forehead ass. You better get your Dana. I love you too, Dana, but yeah, I can't always, make jokes about you, but I will if I have to. Dana. You better get your four to the sorceress stonehead ass and shit like that. But no, Dana, I ain't gonna fry you. I could one up on you if I have to, Dana. So just be mindful that the Steve that you, whatever Steve that you knew, it ain't the same Steve that you knew. You got it? Yeah, Dana. Always trying to one up on somebody. That's the thing that you ain't finna do. I remember sitting on your bed and I was gonna ask you. I was going to just say something playful, like I sit on your bed and say, I love you. And then you end up punching me in my nose just for saying, I love you. I know you'll punch me in my nose just by saying, I love you. Just playfully say, I love you, Dana. Punch in the nose. I know it. You'll punch me right in my nose just saying something stupid and shit like that. I know we had all that horse playing and shit, Dana. But yeah. Dana. Yeah. Steven and Dana and Steven and Dana, such and such. But yeah, Dana, one thing certain, you can't one up on me, Dana. And at the same time, even if the person was maybe in some sort of, past life, past years ago in some shit, well, whatever, at the same time, that don't mean you can one up on me, Dana. You're always trying to treat somebody. You can't never treat me, Dana. You can't never treat me. I always one up on you, Dana. So you can't not ever say bad shit. You can't even talk about me without saying the other shit. Ratatouille. That's all you can say, Dana. That means you must like me just by saying ratatouille. You see, I know I put a smile on your face. Just because you don't like, I put a smile on your face only because you flat out don't like dark skins. You flat out don't like dark skins and you like your teeth to stay white and clean. Even if you have a husband and shit, you ain't gonna do nothing with the cucumber. You know what I mean? And shit like that, So I love you, Dana. It's hard to say I love you, but yeah, I can just admit it. I adore you, Dana. I love you. I adore you. I complimented you. I circumcised for you. And tis will for you. And honorary for you. And so forth of Dana. But yeah, I had to leave those feelings in the past because I couldn't get attached to that shit. Dana, all I gotta say, Dana, is be mindful that the Steve that you knew in the past ain't the same Steve. And at the same time, I don't remember wearing a jersey and a goddamn. Well, I did wear a hat, but I don't remember a jersey though. The jersey part, yeah, what kind of jersey I don't remember, but I did have a hat. Yeah, Dana, you say I'm ugly. Get your ugly ass. Get your big nose. Your ratatouille. That's all you can say, Dana. You can't one up on me, Dana. You can't one up on me, Dana. Who is you trying to prove, Dana? Who is you trying to prove, Dana? You can't prove shit, Dana. You can't prove shit, Dana. Dana Jeter, Dana Jeter, Dana Jeter. I swear you can't prove shit. I swear, Dana, you can't prove shit. I've been about that shit. You just didn't see it. You didn't see it. So yeah, I've been about that business. Dana, all I gotta say, I love you. Just make sure not to downplay someone who's been known for just being so irrational, but also have to make a stand for himself, and at the same time ain't a joke. You always said, "Oh, I'm a lame. I'm a lame because I just dress lame." Yeah. Now, Dana, you don't understand. That's why Father Jeter is so disappointed in you, Dana, because you stopped going to Bible study. And I know you did. All that Bible study, you just went just because your husband didn't want to go. And I observed and all that shit, just like, damn, your husband didn't want to go to that shit. I'll go to Bible study for the sake of it. I'll go to Bible study just for the sake of it. Yeah, for the sake of Father Jeter. I want to make Father Jeter understand that all that Bible study, this, that, and the third would come in handy. So yeah. Dana, you stopped going to Bible study because it wasn't worth it. Your husband, and I'm sure your husband didn't want to go to that Bible study either. He'll just go there and just kind of just play along and just kind of, and just, simply just satisfy your parents. Dana, you got to understand, Dana, you need to think. You always think, Dana, you always trying to put up a show for somebody. You always trying to put on a show for somebody, Dana. Why you always got to put on a show for somebody? Why can't you just think for yourself, bro? Why can't you think for yourself? I'm telling you, Father Jeter done raised you and everything, and you want to go along and do other shit. Come on, Dana. I ain't trying to hurt your feelings. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I just want you to understand that I just want to give you pointers of just thinking for yourself. You see, my own family ain't thinking for themselves. They thinking like for everybody else. And because of that, I have to rely on somebody else to bring something to awareness. My family didn't want to listen to my own calls and shit, to listen to what I have, listen to my concern. They're just worried about, they're listening to everyone else. Even if I'm a family member, no matter what I did, no matter what the fuck I've committed, no matter what I am or what this, that, and the third, I am a still loving fucking brother. And so forth. Loving brother, uncle, whatever it is. And I had to bring someone else into the picture just to make this standpoint clear. So Dana, all I gotta say, Dana, I love you. But Dana, you can't one up on me. You ain't gonna never, ever gonna one up on me. That's all I gotta say, Dana. You can't one up on me, but nobody ain't finna one up on me. That's all I gotta say. No hard feelings, Dana. And I ain't trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just letting you know this is a lesson. Father Jeter needed to teach you a lesson too. He always taught you not to mess with those you know who's, right? So, okay, so you have a problem with that, Dana? Yeah. So that's all I had to say, Dana. Dana Jeter. Dana Jeter. Always had dreams about you, Dana. Had a dream about you, you know. Had a child in my dream. Had a dream about you having a child and shit in my dream with you, Dana. And we named the child, what we named the child? Stay, Sustain, 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 or Stay Side or some shit. We named the child Stay Side or Sustain. Me and Dana, and we had a child. I had a child and had a dream about you, Dana. We had a child. We named the child Stay Side or Sustain. So yeah, Dana. Ew, Dana. Dana and Steve. Yeah, I know you don't like dark skins. You flat out don't like dark skins, and you don't like cucumbers and shit all in your mouth. This, that, and the third. But hey, even if your husband asked you, you'll just nah. It ain't gonna work because your teeth. You want your teeth to be all ooh, the golden girl teeth, and just that third and whatever. But yeah, Dana, you ain't gonna one up on me, Dana.